Hi everyone, welcome to the Amish Picnic Square. That's part of the Read and Crochet Along CAL, or RCAL, as we like to call it. And this is inspired by the book An Amish Picnic. It's a novella collection written by me, Amy Clipston, Kelly Irvin, and Vanetta Chapman. And as always, you can find information about purchasing my books on my website. I'll have that in the description box. That's kathleenfuller.com. And you can also find a free pattern for this square on my website if you click on the crochet and knitting tab. So to make the Amish Picnic Square, you're going to need the following materials. You're going to need Red Heart yarn, and I have links for the yarn in the description box as well. And you can use any kind of yarn, any size hook. This is a choose your own adventure project, but if you want to make this square look like this, then this is what you're going to need. All right, you're going to need the yarn in gold, Delft, spring green, and soft white. You'll also need a crochet hook. I use an H hook, 5.0 millimeters. Red Heart recommends that you use an I hook, 5.5, but use the hook for your tension and what you're most comfortable with. You'll need a yarn needle for all those ends, and then you'll also need scissors. All right, let's get started. For our Amish Picnic Square, we're going to start with gold. Make a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to insert our hook and slip stitch into that very first chain that we just made. And that's going to give us a ring. Feel free to use the magic ring method if you like doing that better. It's up to you. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to make a 3 puff stitch. So that means we're going to yarn over 3 times and make a puff. So yarn over. That gives you 3 loops on the hook. And then we're going to do that 2 more times. Yarn over, pull through, that's 5 loops. Yarn over, pull through, and that's going to give you a total of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to yarn over again, and you're going to pull through, and that gives you the puff, and then you're going to chain 2. And we're going to do that 3 more times. So it'll be a total of 4 puff stitches in this circle. In this ring. All right, yarn over, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and pull up a little. You want to do this loosely so when you yarn over to pull through all the loops, it goes through easily. If you make these too tight, then it's going to be kind of a struggle to get your hook through all of the loops. All right, now we chain 2. Okay, and then we're going to yarn over. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I'm going to pull on that tail a little bit to tighten it up so it's not in the way. And then we're going to chain 2. And then we are going to do 1 more puff stitch. So I'll go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. Pull through, chain 2. And I'm going to pull that tight. And then you're going to join in the top of the first puff, and that's going to be right here. So insert your hook at the top, and then with a slip stitch, you're going to join, and it's going to give you some cute little puff stitches there. All right. But don't fasten off because we're going to do another round 2, and that's going to be with gold as well. All right. So we're going to slip stitch into this chain 2 space. Slip stitch just like that. Chain 1. We're going to put 3 single crochets into this space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Then in the top of the puff, we're going to put a single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then another single crochet. Right? So we've now got 3 single crochets in that chain 2 stitch, and in the top of the puff we have a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. All right, we're Now in this chain 2 stitch, we're going to go ahead and repeat. We're going to put 3 single crochets into this space. 1, 2, and 3. And then in the top of the puff, we're going to put 1 single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and then another single crochet. All right, and then we're going to repeat that around. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll meet you at the beginning of the round. All right, we're at the beginning of the round, and then we're going to slip stitch right into the top of the first single crochet that we did at the beginning of the round. Insert your hook, yarn over, and pull through. All right, and now we're going to fasten off. Okay, so this is what you're going to have by the end of round 2. You'll have your puff stitches and then this little square around it. Okay, and I will see you for round 3. For round 3, we're going to use Delft, and we're going to join in any corner space. So your corner space is where we did the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Go into the chain 2 space there, and you're going to join with the slip stitch, and then you're going to chain 1. You're going to do a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and that's going to make your corner. And then you want to move your corner a little bit so you can see that stitch. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to skip that stitch. And then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, single crochet, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, and then in this corner you're going to make another corner, single crochet, single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing on the next 3 sides. Chain 1, skip this stitch here, go into the next stitch, chain 1, skip this stitch, go into the next stitch, chain 1, skip the next stitch, and then make your corner. Single crochet, chain 2, keep slipping, chain 2, and single crochet. All right, so go ahead and finish that round, repeat here and here, and I'll see you at the beginning of the round. All right, we're at the beginning of the round, and you're going to join at the top of this single crochet right here, not the chain 1 that you made, but the single crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then we're going to fasten off. All right, and then I will meet you for round 4. For round 4, we're going to use spring green. You're going to join in any corner space, the chain 2 space. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and join. I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That counts as a double crochet. Then I'm going to put another double crochet in that same space, chain 2, and another double crochet, and 1 more. So that'll be 2 total. So you'll have this chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so it'll be 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. And then you're going to make sure that you've got this hidden stitch that you can see it. You're going to single crochet in the next stitch, and then you're going to single crochet in the next space, and then another single crochet in the next stitch, and another one in the next space. And we're going to continue to do that until we get to the next corner space. So single crochet in this stitch, single crochet in this chain space, single crochet in this stitch, and then now we're at our corner space. We're going to put 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Get my stragglers out of the way, and then we'll chain 2, 1, 2, and then we'll put another 2 double crochets into that chain, into that space. And so it's gonna look a little bit like a square-headed Mickey Mouse. I didn't even realize that. Okay, but that's how it's supposed to look. Now we're gonna keep doing that on on the remaining 3 sides. So let's do this next side together. Single crochet in that hidden stitch right there, don't miss that one. Single crochet in the next space, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next space, single crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next space, and then single crochet in the next stitch. So you'll have starting with that first single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you'll have 7 single crochets on each side. We're at our corner, 2 double crochets, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 double crochets. All right. So continue with the next 2 sides, and I will meet you at the beginning of the round. All right, we're at the beginning of the round, and so you're going to join in the top of the chain 3. Insert your hook, and then pull through, and that's gonna leave you with this. And as the stitches relax, like I've said in my other videos, as the stitches relax and as you block these, which I recommend that you block these before you make anything out of them, you can have all this perfectly square, if you so choose. Or it could be imperfectly square, like mine usually are. All right, so I'm going to fasten off here, meet you for round 5. For round 5, we're going to join with the Delft, and we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to put 2 single crochets into this chain, the same chain space, 1 and 2, and then chain 2, 1, 2, and then single crochet and single crochet. All right, then we need to move our stitches to the side here, and then we're going to do a single crochet into the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to put a half double crochet into the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, then we're going to put 2 single crochets into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Okay, that brings us to our corner. 2 single crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. So we're going to repeat this round. We'll put a single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then in the next 7 stitches, we're going to put half double. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Then we'll do a single crochet in the next 2 stitches, which brings us to our corner. And then we're going to do, we're going to do 2 single crochets. Then chain 2 and 2 single crochets. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. And then you're going to go ahead and repeat that on these two sides. So I will go ahead and do that, and I will meet you at the beginning of the round. All right, we're at the beginning of the round. And so here's where I joined my corner was right where that chain 3 from the previous round, that chain 3 that counted as a double crochet. So I'm going to make a single crochet right there in the top of that chain, and then a single crochet into the next stitch. And then we're going to join here in this first single crochet that we have in this corner. And then there is round 5 complete. All right, and I'm gonna fasten off, and I'll see you for round 6. All right, round 6 is super easy. You're going to take white, join in any corner, chain 2 space, like we've been doing. And then you're going to put 3 single crochets into that chain space. 1, 2, and 3. Right. And then go ahead and move your yarn to the side so you can see that hidden stitch. And then you are going to put a single crochet in every stitch till you get to this corner. So it's going to be a total of 15 stitches. So let's count them. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I love it when I count it right. Okay, so 15 single crochets, and then in the corner space you're going to put 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. All right, and then you're going to repeat. So single crochets until you get to the corner, and then 3 single crochets in the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this round, and I'll meet you at the beginning. Here we are at the beginning of the round, and we're going to join in that very first single crochet that we made. Let's get my hook in there, pull through, and we're going to fasten off. And then we're on to the last round, round 7. All right, for round 7, we're going to use spring green. We're going to join in the middle single crochet, which is right there. We're going to join, and then we'll chain 1, and then we'll do 1 half double crochet, chain 1, 1 half double crochet. And then in the next 17 stitches, until we get to this middle single crochet here in the corner, we're going to do the back loop half double crochet, or half double crochet in the back loop. Right. So the back, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to go right here into the back loop. You see the V there? You're going to insert your hook in that back loop of the V, and then yarn over and complete your half double crochet. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. That's going to bring you to our middle single crochet, and that's going to be the corner. You're going to do 1 half double crochet, not in the back loop, just in the whole stitch. And then you're going to chain 1, and then in the same stitch you're going to do another half double crochet. And then this is what it's going to look like, and you're going to repeat all 3 sides. So you'll do, in the next 17 stitches on that side, you'll do half double crochet in the back loop. And then once you get to the center single crochet there, you're going to do 1 half double crochet in the whole stitch, chain 1, and 1 half double crochet. All right, so I'm going to finish that up, and I'll meet you guys at the beginning of the round. All right, we're at the beginning of the round, and now we're going to join in the top of that initial half double crochet that we did. So we're going to pull through, and then fasten off, and we are finished with an Amish picnic square. Thank you for joining me for the Amish picnic square tutorial. I have other tutorials that are part of the RCal that are also under the RCal playlist, so check those out if you'd like, and join us for the RCal. It's a lot of fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.